Hey people, Broken Puppet back again, and don't know if you guys noticed, but I reached 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, pretty cool. And so to say thank you, I'm going to try to bring out a video every day for 5 days, and that new tutorial is going to come out. And today you got how to draw a Hannya mask, teach you all the works like usual, line work, colouring, shading, and so yeah, I'm sure you like that. So yeah, watch that and keep an eye out for the upcoming ones, and I'll see you next time. Right people, how to draw a Hannya mask. It's going to be something similar to this, and that's probably got a little bit of light glare on it, but see, this is one of my designs, and I'm going to teach you how to do this and how to shade it and colour it and everything. Pretty awesome. And so to start off with, we're going to do a slight angle, and you can do that front face one as well, but I'm going to teach you the angled version first. It's a bit better. Now start off with like a circle. And like a square at an angle, kind of like that. So you circle there, square there, big oval shape here, and do circle, circle there, just like across the line bit, 2 circles, and that, and then just a little bit higher than that, another circle, and kind of oval shape in the middle. Probably looks more like a clown at this point, but trust me, it's like a good, easy, simple layout for it. I'm going to start off with the nose. I'll go straight into pen so you can see this. Nose is quite simple. It's kind of like a sort of little sweep motion. So if you imagine when like a little loop here, come down, dip, and then kind of copy the same side on the other bit. So up. See, like that. So you loop around, dip, curve that way. Then you do a nostril. Like nostril, you basically like bring a line around the edge, go quite high and down. See, like that. Same thing on the other side, kind of. But flick a little bit more down. This one a bit more angle because it's like facing this way a bit. And once you got that, we sort of know roughly where to plot everything else. So start off with the middle bit of the face. Here you can do a circular shape going up here, curving up like that. See, so like, almost like imagine like a little fish hook shape kind of. And once you've done that, do another one to the side. But you want this one to be kind of swervy. So we're going to bring up a little swerve line like that, and I'm going to do another little one just connecting off of that, like that. You can do these and how you want. You just basically want to make a line that kind of curves this way roughly, over the top of that circle, and that. And then from the bottom of the nose, more to this side, not centre. So near this line, curve up, go quite straight, bend in a little bit, and connect that up there. You can do like another little line coming this way if you want, like a little detail sort of bit on the nose, and that. Next to here, we're going to bring in like a information like the upper bit of the cheekbone, covering the eye, bottom of the eye. So this is going to curve like this. And again, I'm going to do this bit in 2 parts, like I've done the other top bit. See, so I've got a nice curve there, a little flick going that way. Now I've got that done, I'm going to put the curve here. Cool. If you imagine that's where one of the eyes are going to go. On the side bit here, the same kind of shape, but you want to start with another curve, come off of this, kind of like that, you see? So that kind of curves with it. Sure. Once you've done that, you want to do the same thing on the bottom. You've got to remember this time there's no line to connect to, so this one you want to kind of curve like that. Like that. You basically just want it to cut through like the lower quarter of that circle you've done here and there, and then just put 2 curves around the edge of where you've done that sketching circle, and that'll make the shape for the eyes. Now you can put some detail bits around it. I like to do this kind of like a little sort of semicircle bit and curve again. So you kind of curve and then dip in. another line here, like that. And that's like the basic eyes and nose done. And then from here, you want to do the cheekbones. And now what I do, where this nose bit curves here, you want to curve the line just a bit higher, coming down, dipping, up and curving down. Kind of like that. You can make these more detailed, more jagged if you want, more smooth. Everything about the line work really gives the character to the Hannya mask. So you play around with different kind of like line shapes and stuff, you can make it look completely different. Now this side, remember we've done this other circle bit? This is where we're going to curve this cheekbone around. This one isn't going to go around the nostril. This one we start from just at the bottom of it. So we're going to curve like this, curve up, and connect there. See, on the middle bit of the eye, so where this bottom part of the eye was, cover around that, and then connect back up. Now we got that, we can put the mouth in. Now for an idea we want the mouth, the centre of the nose, do 2 lines, like this, coming down, roughly around the same shape as what the nose is, and that, and then just do like a nice sort of circle shape, like semicircle, curving there. And that'll give you an idea where to do the top lip. Now the top lip, we're going to bring a line down that line, go up a little bit, and then when we get to those 2 lines, we're going to have a little dip. Only a very slight dip. Just like that. You see what that little dip is? And then bring another line, come down the same way, but slowly going just a touch bit higher. And when you get to those 2 lines, stop, do like a curve down, next to the other one, and connect back up. And then do the 2 nice little curve lines going up here. That'd be like the top bit, you know, at the mouth. Right, so now we're going to put in the sort of top section of the eyes. So where this curve is here, curve around that top part, like that. Nice little funny sort of kind of curve shape to it, and curve around. And that. On the other sides, you can curve this bit around if you want, but I prefer to just put a little line bit about the top. And curve in. See, so you've got about the same height between them. And that. Now we've got that, we're going to do the teeth. Now again, if you know the placement between those 2 lines, do a line down, and that's where the centre want to be. Draw like a little kind of rectangle shape, and divide that into 4 little box shapes. See, little square, square, square. That'd be the front 4 teeth. Quickly plot them in. Again, you could play about with this. You could have like pointy teeth, you could have sharp teeth, jaggedy teeth, kind of messed up teeth. But I like to do that. And off the side, we're going to do 2 nice curvy ones. I curve like that. I'm going to curve back up and connect here. I'm going to do a little detail line down the middle, just like that. Again on the other side, nice curvy tooth. A little detail around in the middle, just like that. Now the side bits here, what I like to do, like little square shapes, and that, but going at a slight angle. So you go here, there, and then start the next one about halfway through that tooth. Then the next one, so it looks almost like an upside down staircase. It shows like the leveling of the teeth as they're going up towards the back. You don't have to that way, you can do like a straight box bit and just do lines in the middle. And that's just generally how I like to do those. Now bring up the line down the bottom, bring like a line curving down like this. And now where the line comes down from those 2 teeth, something down the nose bit, you're going to curve up like this. So have a nice kind of curve. And roughly going that way. And that's going to be your bottom lip shape. So curve that down. I'm quickly showing this. If I was doing this properly, I'd do it a bit slower, more neater, so you can take your time. And this is just to give you an idea. Again, same thing like we've done for the 4 centre teeth. Do like a rectangle shape and divide it into 4. So you've got 4 teeth in the centre. Remember not to curve this bit too much because you need enough room to put the other tooth in. This one I'm going to have curving out as well. Little detail line. Little detail line. Then a similar thing with the teeth, but these ones are a bit more dynamic shape. So you go up a little bit, line across, down, then line that way. It's a bit more 3D than we know the other teeth. And eventually as you get towards it, just kind of fade it out into like another back bit. Now the inside of the mouth you can just black out if you want. This one I'm going to give a tongue. Tongue's quite simple, you just curve up, curve down, 2 little lines with the centre bit of the lip, for the mouth rather. That one curving out, another line that way. This bit would be blacked out, and that'd be the tongue. Now just around that sort of lip shape, I'm going to go further down a little bit, and just make that lip full. So just copy the shape, and then curve in at the edges, see? So just get slightly bigger, curve round, join up. Simple. Now the jaw you can do a number of ways, and that, but I'll show you one of the ways I like to do it. What you got here, bring a line out a little bit like this, and you want to curve this inwards like that. And when you get to here, curve that line, curve in, like a big curve there, then you start a line underneath, curve like that, curve in. And then just make it a bit more smooth shape, not so pointy. See, just like that. Again, the bottom bit you can do so many different ways. You can do like really small chins. You know, a lot of time, a lot of you know, like traditional ones are very kind of small and just follow the shape around. Now you can do it that way. I like my chin quite defined on mine, and it gives it a bit more character. Just do like circle bits of the eyes. You can change this up, you know, depending on where you want it to look. You know, if you can have it like crazy, like looking one eye over here, and the other one looking another way if you want. And that for this one, I'm just going to have the eyes in the centre. Just like that. And then when you get this forehead bit here, I'm going to curve this line up like this. And this bit's going to be in here. This bit, I'll quickly put the ear in now actually. Just bring this up, curve down. Quite a big earlobe. No. A lot of time the ears get covered with hair in these designs. I like mine to kind of show a little bit. And that. And then what you're going to do, just plot a rough kind of curve here in this part of the head. This will be one of the horns. Another one here. Now because these are at an angle, the horn's going to be the same way. If you're just doing them straight face, you'd have one going this way, one going that way. And that. I know it looks a bit weird at the moment, that's because we've got to put the hair in. The hair is a big, big part of the character of the Hannya masks. So if you imagine you bring like a curved line, come that centre bit, and you want this curving off here. And then we're going to do some detail hair bits coming off this way. Then another line coming this way. We're going to have this going down here. And around the edge, I'm just going to do, should do around the edge. I'll put on a quick flower. And, the flower I show you on some other tutorials, you know, if you want to get an idea for it. This one's going to quickly basically just plot in. You know, this one is pretty much all about the mask I want to show you. Some water. some squiggly lines. Yeah, I'm going to put in some rope bit as well. You always tend to get like, you know, rope coming off of these. And that. Now if I bring that line down from the head, you're going to curve like this, come off here. Now when you get here, you literally just want to do like some nice kind of wiggly lines, joining back up. Now really play about it, got to be the same, just however you want. It's just like the hair's kind of flying in the wind. Once you've got that, you're going to bring in the horn. The horn, just bring like a nice kind of jaggedy line. See, like here, this one jaggedy's in, and this one jaggedy's up. Just following that basic shape. So just break up the line like once or twice going up. Makes it look kind of like bone. Then a few little details, sort of jagged lines just going up the middle. Like that. There. Same thing for the other horn. Just jaggedy lines going up. A few little detail ones. And at the bottom of the C, I'm just going to have the hair kind of blowing over it. And again, just bring the hair shape around that bit. I'm going to have some hair flying over here. Just like that. And just a little bit of detail in the ear. Just like, you know, wiggly kind of line that looks pretty cool. You know, I kind of want to dip in the ear, curve around. You can really make that bit kind of your specific kind of shape. Right, I just quickly play in these flower bits. Right, that's 2 flowers just quickly plotted in. Now I'm just going to put one of the ropey bits. See here, just a little oval shape, 2 lines in the middle. And here, just a little curve, then a flick. And just bring one up, curve on the outside, touching the line. And then 2 little flicks in the middle. That's going to be the end of it. Get your pen, plot this out quite neatly. You want that curve. Just curve it nicely around. Up and around. And then you want the other line going quite parallel with it. Just like about, just a little bit of distance out. Try to keep the distance the exact same the whole way around. Just like that. And if you want more help, you can put little lines going at a slight angle the whole way up it. But I generally do it without it. And you basically want to bring a line up, curve, and around. So almost like a long S shape. You just want to keep repeating that shape and joining up. See, like that, the whole way around. As I can see, it's done like another bit of rope there as well. Just joined up the hairline there. And I'll do some waves down the background afterwards, but yeah, that's your basic line work. Just rub out your pencil. And we'll move into shading. First thing first, I'm just going to black in certain areas. And then like the hair I'm going to make black. This little line on the inside of the mouth, I can make black. A little bit inside the nostrils. And up to about here. The rest I kind of shade out there. Just going to quickly blacken the hair now. You can shade it. This one I'm just going to colour in solid black. Right. Change your mind. I'm not completely blackening the hair. So I left just like 2 white squares going this way and that way. Then just go over the edge with a grey. With pencil you can just shade this out. And then I get a lighter grey. Just blend that out. For wondering what pens I'm using a mix between trio markers and flex markers. And some basic fine line pens. That's a basic plot there, and then we're going to do the shape you got here. See this line here? You just want to repeat this shape going the whole way through. Just come like that. I'm just going to go over the edge a bit more grey. There you go. Now for this I'm going to start off with my lightest grey and I'm going to go to my dark greys and I'm going to come back to the lighter afterwards. Now a lot of them, like the picture I've done before, I want to show you this one. You can do 2-tone colouring, see here? And start shading on top. And that, it's quite simple, you basically just cut the areas that you don't want the light be hitting underneath this. So you see here, like it's like a ball shape. So if you imagine the light will stop hitting halfway through, so you put a line through and colour in the bottom a certain colour. Do that all around it. For this one I'm going to show you a different light, more basic one. And that we're going to do, just start shading up pretty high on each bit. We're going to do like the under bits. So you still, imagine it's like a ball shape, see the circle? We sort of do the bottom half and curve up. See here, imagine this is curved, so we're going to do this bottom bit. About halfway. And then join up on the edge there. Do a line there because the hair kind of overlaps, it's like a shadow from the hair. Line up here, because again it's a shadow from this bit. Same like there. Again, just across this bottom bit. And now when we get to this side, we're going to do it slightly different, because to me the light is kind of coming this angle, so I'm going to make this bit darker to this side, as you'll see in a bit. That's cheekbone, as we come down, come across. Now you see I'm showing a slight change in the shading turn by making it more dark on this side than I am on this side. See, it's more thin here and more thick here. And join that up. Join up daily wedge. Coming off into that eyebrow line we done. Join that there. Come up a bit. Then the hairline. And that, because the light's coming this way, the edge of this nose is, see how I've done this secondary line? I'm going to bring in a little shadow underneath this bit. Again, because that's just where that's shaded. And then bring a line. Coming down there. Show that bottom line on the nose. Then curve around that edge. Colour in that bit. And that gives the nose a bit of shape. And that's pretty much what shading is. Shading just adds shape to things. You know, makes it more 3D. And again, just shading off the bottom of that cheekbone. A little bit just under there. Just on that bit where the eyebrows will be shading over the eyes. Top of the pupils. And now here, it's a slightly different one. Because the eyes are going to be shiny, I'm not going to go right to the very edge. See how I've left a little white line on the edge bit there? And then over here, do like a circle. Again, not touching the line. I'm going to flick shade around it. I'll smooth it out with another grey in a bit. But similar thing on this side. Shade there. Circle there. Not touching the edge. And this nose bit is very dynamic in the shape, so when you get to the centre bit of the nose here, you want to shade off at this line, and then this line, shade it that way. But you've got to imagine this kind of dips in a bit, so you're not going to shade the entire thing. You're going to shade about halfway. I'm going to flick it out, and then put in a shadow bit around it from the nose. Then this bit, tuck a line there, pretty much shade this whole cheek bit in over here. Now the lip connects, so you don't need to put a shadow underneath the lip. It doesn't poke out enough, in my opinion, to make a shadow. So we do that. And I forgot I'm going to blacken the lips as well. You can make different colour lips. I always like to make my Hannyas usually have black lips. Now I've got a white pen, so I'm going to put a little white highlight afterwards. If you don't want to, if you ain't got a white pen, you can just leave a little white section, like a little like white line going through the middle, which always looks pretty cool. Now I'm going to switch over to a darker grey, and I'm going to go pretty much over all the shading, just a little bit lower, so you get like two like shade effects. Show you just here first. See there? I went in there, but I didn't go quite as high as my original shading. Certain areas you don't want to go too far. Like here, I'm going to bring this down the line of the nose, but I'm going to stop there and I'm going to blend that out. Put a line there. A lot of time the shading looks really cool when you leave it kind of blockish like this, and there's really no need to shade it out, but I'm going to show you what it's like blocky, then I'm going to blend it out so you see what it looks like both ways. But don't always feel you necessarily have to blend things out, because sometimes they look nice when they block. Good solid block colouring. Take a little bit in the mouth. Just on certain areas of the teeth, like the angle bits. Touch on the sides maybe. So there you can see you get like a really nice kind of solid kind of effect from that. But now I'm going to blend it out. Now to do this, you can do a number of ways, but I like to go back to the original kind of grey you was using and just go over the edges. So you can see that's the basic face shading done there. And now I'm going to add some colour to it. First off, I'm just going to make the tongue red. So you get yourself a nice red pen. Good thing with these pens and that's once you put the shading down, you can put the colour over it. It just does all the shade work for you. If the colour's a bit too dull, sometimes you can go over, say like dark area with say a brown or a purple, and like a darker shade of red. Do that. Yeah, I'm going to make his eyes red as well. Well, I'm not going to touch certain areas, I'm going to make them orange. So every time I get to like an edge, I'm not going to touch the edge. And when I get that little white circle, I'm not going to touch it. Now it's going to switch up to an orange. Fill in those little gap bits. You can do this with a yellow or another colour if you want. But I quite like to do an orange bit there. Then I get my white pen and put in some highlight bits afterwards. Now I'm going to grab me... Yeah, I'll do the face in blue. Which now is which blue? It's called Strong. There's so many blues. Yeah, I like that one. Oop. There's my lip. I'm basically just going to flick this over the edge. It's kind of like with, when you paint, it's a painting technique almost called underpainting, where you put in the shadows first and then go over the colour. I'll do this and then what I'll probably do is I'll probably go over with a darker blue and just bring out some of those shaded areas. So there we go. So we've got a blue face there. Now with these pens you want to do that with slightly light blue. You go too dark with it, you're going to lose a lot of detail. I'm just going to get me a darker blue. Just go over some of those shaded areas. I'm just going to get a brown, very light brown. Just go over that bit there. I'm going to use that same one. I'm going to use this for the teeth, but just in shaded areas pretty much. Just flicking it in. Give almost like a kind of bony kind of colour to them. And use the same brown for the horns as well. I'll colour in the whole thing. I'll let you just colour in like just key areas, just bits that look good, and just little bold lines that I think might look pretty good. Just flick in random bits and just see what you think, and just stand back and it looks pretty cool. Just leave it. Do that. Oh, that's quite dark, that one. Bingo. Just go with a slightly lighter one. Grab me a brown. I'm just going to colour in this rope brown. Now I've done that, I'm just going to quickly colour in the flowers. So you can see that's the background done. Some flowers and just some water flicks. Now they're just simple as hell. I mean, you literally just get the pen, hold it for a sec, flick down, hold it for a sec, flick. Just do a bunch of them. Then some grey ones. No, it's not quite the traditional waterways, but I always quite like it. It's just like a good, easy, quick little background filler. And at the flowers, like I said, that's I've got enough tutorial to teach you how to do these. And how to save time. But yeah, that's how you draw a basic Hannya mask. And like, you got more detailed ways of doing it. You know, different sort of ways of putting the light. You know, you could have like sort of, say if you had like a yellow light coming this way, you could put yellow across all the top bits. And say if you have like blue coming this side, have blue on all the under bits. You know, there's one way of doing it. You could put darker shading. Having a like different, having a mask coming front ways. You know, there's so many different ways of doing these. And sorry, just one little bit that's bugging me, I forgot. There we go. Yeah, but I hope you like it. And this is part of the 1,000 followers edition, so cheers everyone again for, like, you know, following my page and that. There'll be a few more coming over the next couple of days, and I'm going to try to do one each day for the next week or so, and that was a way of saying thank you. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. Hope you like this, and I will see you next time.